Yeah, so many of you are actually tapping your screens right now, which is very common amongst the average Nigerian youth right now. Tapswap, Yescoin, and the likes because of the popularity of Notcoin. Because Notcoin paid a lot of Nigerians who are actually tapping their screen when it was during the mining process, and now many people are really serious about Tapswap, Yescoin, Grumpy Cat, and a lot of other projects that are out there. But I think it's sensible enough to understand what you are really doing, because many people are just doing it because they believe, oh, it's a fast way of making money, and they do not really understand what they are really doing. So I'll be explaining to you what you are actually doing. What is Tapswap? Is it going to be a successful project? Is it not going to be a successful project? What are the things to look out for? It's just like a self-education to understand what you are doing, and to some things you can also look out for when you are actually, attempting to mine or participate in a project of such, because everything is changing. We're in a digital revolutionary world. So now many people are doing this because of Notcoin, and I also have people who actually participated in the Notcoin and earn quite a lot from it. So many people believe Tapswap is going to replicate the same success, but that may not necessarily be the notion. So I'll be explaining what Tapswap is and a lot of other things that you may need to know. So now, what you are actually doing by tapping your screen is that you are mining the coin. You are mining the coin. There are different ways of mining coin. This is actually very simple, like one of the most simplest, probably because of the type of coin as well. There are different coins. There are utility, real life utility coin, we have meme coin, we have security coin, we have NFTs, we have governance coin, and the likes. So this actually falls under the majority of meme coin. I will still explain that later on in the video. So what you are majorly doing is you are tapping. As you are tapping, you are mining the coin, and you can increase your mining rate by inviting your friend, by joining a squad, and the likes. So that is what you are actually doing. And when the coin is eventually listed on an exchange platform, all the coin that you've mined, when it's listed on an exchange platform, then you can take the coin to that exchange platform, and then you can exchange it for USDT, like a stable coin, and then you can now cash out, or even without exchanging it for a stable coin, directly from the exchange platform you can sell the coin to the exchange platform, and you can then get your money. So the success of it is when it's listed on the exchange platform, on the exchange platforms, and there are different things that come into play. The exchange platform, we have to consider a lot of things, and before they could actually list it on their platforms. So now, talking about this Tapswap, Yescoin, and the likes, they are actually meme coins. They are meme coins. As I said, we have different type of coin: governance coin, security coin, and real life utility coin. Like, for example, we have coins that have real life utility, like Bitcoin, which is actually a store of value or digital gold. And we also have Ethereum, which is actually for smart contract and web applications on the blockchain. So there are different coins that have different real life utilities. There are some that actually, like the Solana, it actually has its own network as well. So there are different utilities for every coin. So coming to Tapswap is a meme coin. A meme coin often start as a joke, like Doge, Shiba Inu, which are very big one right now. They always start as a joke, but what actually drive those kind of coin is the community support. When millions of people actually, when they mine it, I have it. When you mine it, you have it. When someone else mine it, he or she has it. So if millions of people are combined together and they have it, so people can actually attach value to it. So the value is from the community itself. Like, if people agree that this thing is valuable, then it is actually valuable. So this is just the basic sense behind this meme coin. It is community driven, and also it's also celebrity driven as well. When an influencer or a celebrity, for example, during the lockdown, I think, yeah, Elon Musk will just come up and post Doge, the Doge, that cat, that logo. He will put it on his on Twitter or on a social media, and immediately he put it there, it will drive the coin up. Many people will start, oh wow, Elon Musk posted it. Many people start buying it, and the price skyrockets. But of course, another disadvantage is that it can fall and it can rise spontaneously anyhow. Like, massive falling, massive rising can actually occur depending on what is happening as at the time. So it is majorly driven by the community when people attach value to it, and if an influencer talks about it, so it's more of it doesn't really have any real life utility. It's just that it's community driven. People agree that this thing is useful, and it is actually useful. It's just like somehow when you send gifts to your to a live video on TikTok, we can actually call the gift that you said that you send a token. But of course, we know that there's a central body behind that where you bought it from. But that digital item itself is because value is attached to it, and many people attach value to it. That's why it is actually it's valuable. And this is the same thing with this, but this value is not attached by a single entity. It is attached by the general community, and the strength of the community determine the higher the price of whatever it is that they attach value to. Coming back to Tapswap, some of the things that were actually casting doubt about the viability of it is that there is no public available information about the developers of Tapswap or the team behind it, and this anonymity actually raises concerns about the project legitimacy and its long-term viability. And there is no really extensive explanation as well about the pathway of the project. Like many coins, when they want to come out, they always release their white book, but we don't really have any information about this. And of course, going by antecedents, because we don't have information about the people that are actually behind it, does not mean it will not become a success. Because even Bitcoin today, we don't know who is behind Bitcoin. We only know it's Satoshi Nakamoto. But of course, Satoshi Nakamoto, people have come to realize it's an alias. Nobody knows it. But of course, there's underlying technology like the blockchain, which is behind Bitcoin, that actually gives people the ability to trust it. And now this brings me to comparing Tapswap, Notcoin, and Yescoin. Because if Tapswap becomes a success, are there any similarities between Tapswap and Notcoin? I said we don't know people who are behind Tapswap, and Bitcoin as well. We don't know those who are behind it, but of course we have the technology driving it. And also in the aspect of Notcoin as well, we don't really know people who are behind Notcoin as well, and it became a success. But there is something here that's applicable under Notcoin. Notcoin actually has a blockchain. Notcoin has a blockchain. It's actually on the Ton blockchain, and the Ton blockchain is actually a new blockchain that gives you even access to cheaper fees when you use it in comparison with other blockchains. So Notcoin operates on a blockchain, and when we're talking about a blockchain is actually very important in the aspect of cryptocurrency, because blockchain is actually one of the things that gives value to the token. And let's talk about Tapswap. There's not really a confirmation that Tapswap has a blockchain behind it. So that is another, maybe turn off, because we don't really know if it's actually on a blockchain. Yescoin as well has a blockchain, which is also the Ton. Yescoin is on the Ton blockchain. I will talk a little bit more on the Yescoin later on. So, but Tapswap, we don't really have any confirmation that it's actually in the blockchain. What is a blockchain? Let me give you a little bit of idea of a blockchain so that you can know the importance of it. And this is why Bitcoin is valuable, because of the technology behind it, which is the blockchain. So blockchain is just like a distributed ledger that, it's called blockchain. That is, the block are chained together. So when a transaction occurs, it's recorded. So after the transaction occurred, maybe I received 10 Bitcoin from you, and then I gave someone else 2. It is recorded that I have 10, I gave someone 2. So that block is added when I gave out 2 out. So the person I gave 2 to, if he gave out 2 to someone else, it is also recorded that he actually gave out 2, and that is also added, another piling of a chain. If the person who receives it also give out 1 to one person, 1 to another person, so it's also registered and also piled on the chain. So that is the blockchain. It's actually a register of transaction, and it is widely distributed. That is, no single entity is actually controlling it. So different people actually have access to that distributed ledger, and this is why it's almost impossible for hackers to penetrate the blockchain. Because if you could hack my own ledger, you will not be able to hack the ledger of someone in Brazil who is also connected to the stuff. So for you to be able to successfully hack the blockchain, you have to hack about 70% of the networks that are connected, and this connection, all the people who have the ledger, are what we call nodes in the blockchain. So this actually gives you a basic understanding of how powerful the blockchain is. It gives transparency for you to know the amount of bitcoins or the amount of cryptocurrency that is currently in supply, and looking at it as well, you can also understand the maximum supply that is going to be mined, that there will no longer be a record of any new one again except transactions that are actually going on. So that is the blockchain actually creates transparency, and that's why sometimes when it's too much, they burn some of the cryptocurrency so that it can actually increase in value. But this Tapswap, we don't really have there's no claim that it actually operates on any blockchain, and this is actually one of the things that casts a lot of shadows about the Tapswap. And then now coming to Yescoin actually operates on the Ton blockchain as well, and it's actually integrated into gaming on Telegram and the likes, which actually has a real life utility. That is, people play game and then they earn Yescoin in return. When you are playing game and then you earn the Yescoin and the likes, then people can be encouraged to go and play the game and then earn the coin. There are different coins like that as well. There are different tokens like that as well, that when you play some games, you earn the token, and the token are actually listed on some major exchange platforms. So Yescoin actually has a blockchain. Of course, it has a real life utility as well, and this actually, we don't really know much about the people behind it as well, but Yescoin actually has more viability than Tapswap, because Tapswap, there's no really claim of any blockchain. And I hope you've been able to understand what this really what you are doing. You are mining, and mining is determined by the strength of the community, by the influencers and the likes, and when it's been listed, a lot of things will go into the background before it's been listed on some exchange platforms, and when it's listed on the exchange platforms, then that's when you cash out. You exchange it for money that you can actually see. You exchange it for fiat currency, and you can get it in your bank account actually. So that is for that. Of course, you can continue to keep on tapping your Tapswap and the likes. Who knows? Because whenever anything comes up, most of the time there are always critics. When Bitcoin came up, there were critics. There are always critics. There's someone that actually bought 2 pizza with 10,000 Bitcoin, which is actually like $700 million today. So many critics will actually come, but this thing is actually just about, okay, keep trying. You don't know which one is going to sow the seed, but I've given you a quite understanding of what it is that you are doing, so that you are not just doing it. And so this is Entrepreneur Hub. We are talk about finance, we are talk about developing skills, making money online, and everything an entrepreneur needs to know. Hopefully you'll be able to learn a lot in this video, and hopefully see you in subsequent videos. This is Entrepreneur Hub.